you only read the books that everyone else is reading, you can only think what everyone else is thinking. Haruki Murakami. I finished my first book this year on January 1st, and it was a very interesting one. Eliot Ness and the Mad Butcher, hunting America's deadliest unidentified serial killer at the dawn of modern criminology. The title is a mouthful, and to be honest, I will generally decline to read books with that kind of title. However, this one hit two things that I am a sucker for: unsolved true crime and Eliot Ness. The book is full of facts and extremely readable. Of course, the story is a bit crazy itself, and all of this adds up to a fantastic book to pick up, especially if you are trying to pass the time on an airplane or train. First of all, Eliot Ness was never an FBI agent. In the Prohibition era, Ness worked for the Bureau of Prohibition. He went from there to Cleveland, Ohio, where he worked with the city's safety director. He was actually super good at several aspects of being safety director. For one, he knew how to talk to kids and managed to drive the youth crime rate down by making the local hoodlums actually want to be good. He also realized where the world was going in regards to the motor vehicle issues and was one of the first who jumped into the field of traffic safety. The book spends a great deal of time going into Ness's law enforcement abilities as well. The murders that shocked the Cleveland area during his tenure as safety director were grisly. Known as the Cleveland Torso Murderers, this guy, probably a guy, the crimes took some strength, and a psychopathic strong woman would probably have stood out in the crowd. This guy was picking up the poor and homeless, usually drifters, who were hard to identify, decapitating them and cutting off all their limbs. It was savage, nasty, horrible stuff. Although it's in the rather lengthy title that this series of murders remains officially unsolved, there were likely suspects, and the book does go into who the murderer most likely was. It certainly goes into who Ness thought it was. And if you're curious about that, I suggest you pick the book up and give it a read.